Along the quiet coast of South Carolina lies a small stretch of land called Pawleys Island. To most, it's peaceful. Narrow beaches, shifting dunes, and salt marshes stretching endlessly towards the horizon. But beneath its beauty is a haunting tale, a story whispered across generations. They call him the Grey Man. The legend begins in the early 1800s. A young man, wealthy and eager to see his fiancée, set out on horseback for the island. But the marshlands were treacherous, the tide unforgiving. Somewhere along the journey, his horse stumbled, and both man and beast sank into the soft, yielding mud. Despite desperate struggle, neither resurfaced. Days later, his grieving fiancée wandered the beach. That's when she saw him, a man dressed in grey, standing motionless on the dunes, his face blurred by distance. Yet she knew it was him. He raised an arm and motioned inland, urging her to leave. Terrified, she fled home and convinced her family to pack their things. That very night, a hurricane struck Pawleys Island. Homes were flattened, boats thrown inland like toys, the shoreline itself torn apart, but the house where she had taken shelter stood untouched. From that day on, the Grey Man became a warning. When he appeared, storms always followed. Over the decades, sightings multiplied. Families walking at dusk claimed to see him watching silently. Some said he pointed towards the ocean. Others swore he left no footprints on the sand. Each time, storms came ashore not long after. September 1954, days before Hurricane Hazel, a local woman reported seeing the Grey Man, tall, silent, and still on the dunes. She begged her family to evacuate. Hazel struck days later, devastating the Carolinas, yet her home was spared. Then came Hurricane Hugo in 1989. A couple walking the beach noticed a man in outdated grey clothing. When they waved, he did not respond. When they approached, he vanished. No footprints, no trace. They warned their neighbors. Together, they evacuated. When Hugo struck, Pawleys Island was devastated. But once again, their home survived. Even now, sightings continue. Locals say he still walks the dunes before hurricanes. Tourists sometimes glimpse him, not knowing the legend until later. Some say he's a ghost forever searching for his lost love. Others believe he's a guardian spirit. But one thing is certain. If you ever find yourself walking this beach at dusk and see a lone man in grey, don't ignore him. Because if the legend is true, the storm is already on its way.